Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. We've officially passed the mid-season mark of Season 1 for Cold War, Warzone, and Modern Warfare. And as far as we can tell, we've really only got one major update left between now and Season 2. That being the whole Reloaded update for Season 1, which was announced earlier on last week. But lo and behold, even though Season 2 is still a little ways away, we've actually got a handful of leaks for the upcoming content we can expect for next season. So as we go through it all, if you enjoy the video at any point, let me know by dropping a like on it. And of course, if you're new here or if you're not already subscribed, I am always covering the latest Call of Duty news, intel, updates, and really everything else in between. So if you like what you see, feel free to subscribe and maybe even turn on those post notifications. Also, right now, code IMMORTAL will actually get you 30% off your entire G Fuel order. So if you want to pick up anything there, be it a shaker cup, a starter pack, or even a new tub, code IMMORTAL has got you covered. Now, when it comes to Season 2, I'm kind of surprised we've already got some info on it because we're still a little ways out from it actually releasing. Currently, the whole Battle Pass countdown timer for Season 1 says that this season is coming to a close on Wednesday, February 24th. And as we know, Thursdays are now the main update days for Call of Duty. Not sure what changed there and why we moved away from Taco Tuesdays. Kind of unfortunate, but this would indicate that the night of the 24th / the morning of the 25th, depending on where you're at in the world, that's going to be when Season 2 is set to go live. So we've got about just over a month to go until this next season is here. And do keep in mind, those seasonal launch dates are subject to change, as we've seen before. But if we do get any new info there, you guys already know I'm going to keep you updated with all the latest intel. Now, when it comes to the actual leaks and the basics, of course, there's a handful of things we already know are going to be coming with each new season, including new weapons, new maps for 6v6, gunfight and fireteam, and maybe even 12v12 as well. We've got new operators via the Battle Pass in the store, new streaks, and then also some new changes for Warzone and potentially Modern Warfare 2. That one is kind of still a giant question mark. And essentially, we can already start filling out some of that content, not all of it, but some of it thanks to some leaked information that we've seen recently. And as always, can't show anything on the screen for copyright reasons. To be fair, there's not really a ton to show on screen. It's mainly just leaks via, Twitter posts and whatnot and stuff like that. Not a ton of images this time around, but nothing is going to be shown on the screen. So first up, let's talk about multiplayer maps for Cold War because these are going to be some of the big content items for Season 2. And currently we know of 3 that have been leaked, and it appears they are all for 6v6, at least as of right now. Currently, we don't really know what to expect for gunfight and or for combined arms, aka 12v12. But for 6v6, we've got Apocalypse, which, curiously enough, was actually a map that was leaked prior to Season 1. We kind of assumed that it would be a Season 1 DLC map. Lo and behold, it was not. But various sources are saying that we can expect that one for Season 2. Then we've also got some remakes coming as well, it seems. But here's where things aren't as certain because apparently there are a lot of remake maps coming to Cold War throughout the year. Of course, we just got the announcement that Express is returning on February 4th as part of the whole Reloaded update. That is an iconic map from BO2. Like I said earlier on this week, one of the best S&D maps in Call of Duty history, so that should be pretty fun. But then alongside that, the MW2 Ghost over on Twitter has said there's also like 8 or so other remakes still planned for the remainder of the year. But the rumors going around right now are focused on Firing Range and Summit for Season 2, potentially. And honestly, both of those maps are fantastic. However, we've also seen each of them a handful of times already. Firing Range has been remade and or remastered multiple times, and then it was also a part of Blackout as well. Great landing spot, by the way. Then Summit was also featured in multiple Black Ops games too, so neither of those are going to feel super new in a sense, but I guess rather nostalgic. So if that's what you're into, that's probably great news. If you would just rather have completely new maps though, obviously that's probably not the best information to learn, but I guess it is what it is. Like I said though, we're also going to get some other maps for the other modes. So Gunfight, 12v12 most likely, and Fireteam should also be getting some new content coming their way as well. Now, something that's actually brand new to the seasonal content this year is that of these streaks. Previously, we never had any kind of score streak or kill streak DLC, but this year, starting with Season 1, we got the Harp, aka the Orbital VSAT. Now, next up, it seems that most likely we're going to be getting the K9 units, aka the Dogs. This is a streak that we saw in some of the earlier Black Ops games. By far, one of my favorite experiences with the Dogs was running them back in Black Ops 2 alongside the VSAT and the Swarm. It was just absolute destruction in those lobbies. Super fun times. But yeah, they were also a streak that was leaked prior to Season 1 as well. Instead though, we got the harp, and now the dogs seem to be, I guess, next up in the streak DLC lineup, so those could be the main streak for Season 2. That said, I believe there were enough streaks in the game prior to launch to fill out like 5 or 6 seasons, if I remember correctly. Things like the hand cannon and the flamethrower were also in there too, so perhaps in some future seasons, we'll see those things added in as well. Then outside of just the Cold War exclusive content, of course, we've got plenty of cross-title content coming too for Warzone and Cold War. The Battle Pass content is kind of a given here, so the first initial operator, whoever that ends up being, is going to be available in both games. Currently, we don't have any leaks for the future operators, outside of just some simple speculation about throwback characters, like Mason, for instance. Anything else there, though, is just like the blueprints, the weapons, which we're going to get to here in just a moment. All that stuff in the Battle Pass is going to be cross-title content that we can use in Cold War and Warzone alike. Now, speaking of weapons, things aren't really super specific here, but Tom Henderson, who is normally very, very reliable with his insider info, has said that it looks like a new sniper and a new LMG could be coming to Warzone and Cold War in Season 2. And, well, rumors are also saying that this new sniper may be the Dragunov. Now, if you're a longer sub on the channel, if you've been around since the Modern Warfare days, you know how I feel about the Dragunov. If you don't know how I feel about the Dragunov, I don't like it. It's kind of like hot dog water in the form of a weapon. Not a fan, so I can't say I'm particularly looking forward to that one, but hey, we've also got a new LMG, right? So that should be cool. Then we should also have a third weapon debuting in this season as well, and probably a couple of melee weapons too. Then we've also got to talk about the Warzone stuff. Really, this is what I'm the most interested in, if I'm being honest, but unfortunately, there is still a lot of confusion here. Not really many leaks, I guess just more so speculation. Last we heard, as far as the storyline goes, Soap is in fact alive and well and apparently on Rebirth Island, and Task Force 141 was moving out to go meet up with him after stopping the whole nuke event. And as of now, obviously, we still don't have Soap in the game, so that makes things a bit strange. But hopefully Season 2 is going to provide, I guess, a storyline update. And then on top of that, we should also end up getting some map changes to Verdansk if we're going back to the whole cycle of all the big changes there happening with the seasonal updates, because Verdansk is definitely in need of some changes in my mind. We really need some impactful updates there. The map just is kind of boring. However, later on into the season, we are going to pass that 1-year anniversary mark for Warzone launching, and that is when it's rumored that a new Warzone map could be coming to the game. So maybe Season 2 isn't going to be huge for Warzone at launch, but rather later on into the season, we get some massive changes then. And again, we are going to have to wait and see, but I'll be sure to keep you guys in the loop if anything surfaces regarding that. Now, as far as Modern Warfare goes, we've still got all those missing weapons that we've had for weeks and months at this point. The Psykov, aka the Makarov, the CX-9, aka the Scorpion, the new RAL LMG. We've still got Soap, that is MIA. We've got Killhouse, still MIA, but we don't really know anything about any of that content at all. Infinity Ward hasn't provided any sort of communication regarding any of that. We've got no roadmap for that, so really, like I said earlier, everything regarding Modern Warfare specifically is just one giant question mark. But yeah, with all of that being said, that is effectively everything that we have leaked or rumored for Season 2 of Warzone and Cold War and, I guess, Modern Warfare, and that is going to wrap things up for today. If you enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it. And, of course, if you're new here and you want to stay up to date with pretty much everything going on in COD, from news to intel to updates and everything else in between, this is the place to be, so feel free to subscribe with your notifications turned on. That way you'll always know whenever I upload a new video. As I mentioned earlier, right now COD Immortal will actually get you 30% off your G Fuel order, so if you want to grab a new tub, a shaker cup, a starter pack, or really anything else from the G Fuel site, COD Immortal has got you covered. But once again, thanks so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.